devouring everything around him, but still he's alive, isn't it? Arjuna is still alive. So he's thankful for that. Now, all Arjuna can do is to sing Krishna's praises. He no longer has any self-doubt in his mind about the universal consciousness of Krishna. Krishna, who till a while ago was his friend and charioteer. Whatever names and descriptions he is aware of to address this supreme being, he uses now. What is he saying? He's saying at this stage, Arjuna understands who Sri Krishna is. He understands what Sri Krishna's purpose is. Arjuna's devotion is at its peak. He salutes Krishna as the source of all beings, the creator of Brahma, who in turn created Prajapati, from whom all beings originated. Please understand, all beings originated from Prajapati. He salutes Sri Krishna as the elements of nature. Since Krishna extends everywhere and there is no place where he is not present, Arjuna salutes him in all directions. Arjuna now truly appreciates the unfathomable magnitude of Sri Krishna. See, Arjuna started perceiving and saluting Krishna as the elements of nature. And Arjuna is saluting him in all directions. But guys, what an experience he had, isn't it? Too much, na? It is. I think of Krishna and he just puts a smile on my face, I tell you. He's such a sweet God. Real yogi. Now Arjuna is truly appreciating the magnitude which cannot be perceived by a human eye. Unfathomable. Uncomprehendable. Anything which we cannot imagine, that magnitude of Sri Krishna, Arjuna is appreciating, truly appreciating. Now, what Arjuna is saying, Om Sakheti Matva Prasabham Yaduktam He Krishna He Yadava He Sakheti Ajanata Mahimanam Tavedam Maya Pramadat Pranayena Vapi. This means, Arjuna says, whatever I have rashly said from carelessness or love addressing you as Krishna, Yadava, my friend, regarding you merely as a friend, unaware of this greatness of yours. Om yachapaha sardhamasat krutopsi vihara sayyasana bhojaneshu एकोऽथवाप्यच्युत तत्पमक्षम् तत्क्षामये त्वामहमप्रमेयम्. In whatever way I may have insulted you in fun, while at play, while at resting, while at sitting, or at meals, when alone with you, or in company, O Achyuta, O immeasurable one, I implore you to forgive me. The names of Krishna, Achyuta, Keshava, Madhava, Mohana. Look at the names of Sri Krishna. Govinda. Any sweet when you're eating, you should slowly taste, eat, and enjoy the taste. You should not gobble. If you gobble, what will happen? Calories will raise, but no enjoyment also. Same way, when we are learning about Sri Krishna, when we are talking about him, just visualizing, experiencing him, I'm telling you, sweetness will spread all over your throat, your tongue, which I'm experiencing now. That's why whenever I speak about Sri Krishna, I keep pausing. I can't help but pausing. Om Pitasi Lokasya Characharasya Tamasya Pujascha Gururgariyan Natvasamostvabhyadhikaha Kutonyo Lokatrayepya Pratima Prabhava. This means you are the Father of this world, moving, unmoving. You are to be adored by this world. You are the greatest Guru. There is none who exists equal to you. O being of unequaled power, how then can there be another superior to you in the three worlds? Om Tasmat Pranamya Pranidhaya Kayam Prasadayetva Mahami Samidhyam Piteva Putrasya Sakheva Sakhyuhu Priyaha Priyayarhasi Devasodhum. Means, therefore, bowing down, I prostrate my body before you and crave your forgiveness. O adorable my Lord, even as a father forgives his son, a friend his friend, a lover his beloved, you should, O Deva, forgive me. Arjuna is afraid again. Having seen what he has seen, and understanding the unlimitedness of Krishna's form, he remembers that all this while he had treated Krishna like a friend, so casually, joking around, making fun. So remorse fills his being. Arjuna's worry is not fear of any, any bad effect or anything. Because now he knows who Krishna is. It is guilt that is bothering him. He's telling, I called you by your caste name, Yadava. Arjuna cries out, I called you, hey friend, hey Krishna, hey Yadava. I knew not whom I was addressing at that time. I did not know whom I was dealing with. Please forgive me. You know what? I have to share something. See, when I saw first time Swamiji, I remember so well. From the first day, the moment I just saw him on the stage, I did not know who he was. I did not know his name. Nothing I knew. Suddenly, he comes. Please understand what Arjuna experienced, I experienced. I felt a wind wave just coming and hitting me. I felt so much friendliness. And I started feeling that friendship bhava. Okay. Then I was wondering, what is this? What is this? Because I don't know any of this knowledge. And then the 3-4 interactions which happened in that program itself with Swamiji, as though I know him from years together, from my birth, as though he's my friend. The way I used to have a conversation. Oh, now I think, now I know his Paramashivatva. I'm like, yo, how I used to talk to Swamiji. So much freedom. Like, it's not only that, right? Many times, every interaction with such freedom and with such what a conversation. Actually, now when I think of it, I feel, God, how casually I was speaking to him, how I was speaking to him. I can't imagine saying all those things now. But you won't believe that bhava will not leave you, guys. I'm telling you, the bhava with which you connect, even now, I may feel like this because he's far. But the moment I go to him on the stage and we start a conversation, again, it'll be like that only. You know. Now, when Arjuna is saying this, I addressed you, Yadava. I addressed you as a friend. I addressed you so casually. Now I know who you are, he's telling. I remember this whole thing, I tell you. Same kind of experience I have. Please forgive me. At times of Bhava Samadhi darshans or during, Arunachala darshans, I will always feel like this. How I talk to you? Forgive me, like that. But again, in normal satsang, I'll feel normal only. It's not like after this darshan is over, Arjuna becomes normal again with Krishna. Now he's saying like this. But imagine, guys, in Kurukshetra, Bhagavan Sri Krishna was driving the chariot of Arjuna. Right there, his Lord of Lords is sitting in front of him like a driver. Oh my God, can you imagine? Lord of Lords, his whole universe. His whole universe is in his one toe. He's sitting right. When we pray only, we can't see one glimpse of Bhagavan. Literally throughout the war, Bhagavan is sitting as a driver in front of Arjuna. Imagine the experience, ecstasy. Can you imagine, visualize what a scene it is? You imagine your God appearing in front of you and sitting in front of you like they're driving your car. How will you feel? Wow. He's telling, how could I have done this, Kṛṣṇa? Please forgive me for the love I had for you that made me so careless in addressing you. Please bear with me. Forgive me as a father would forgive a son, how a lover would forgive his beloved, and a friend would forgive his mate. A small story. With great sincerity and seriousness, a devotee of Shiva offered prayers to Shiva's idol at his home altar every day for many years. He had no thought other than Shiva, and all he desired was to have Shiva's vision, his darshan, one day or the other. As much as possible, please switch on your video so that healing can happen. Don't think I'm just talking. Swamiji is working on you. As long as you're sitting here, he will be giving us all this as experience. And your spinal cord should be straight. Neck and spine. Anyhow, since nothing happened year after year, the Shiva's devotee, he was getting old. So what he did, this devotee gave Shiva an ultimatum. Only devotees can do this, with their Lord. I am talking about real devotees. Still, we all don't know the spelling of devotee. Understand? We are not yet complete devotees. We should still become. The devotee gave Shiva an ultimatum. Shiva, either you appear before me or I will seek an alternative. What you're thinking, not coming so many days. I'm getting old. Before I die, I need to have the Lord's darshan so that I may be liberated. All this drama is happening, conversation. Shiva still made no appearance. He did not appear yet. After a few days, the devotee bought and installed an idol of Vishnu at his altar, replacing Shiva. But he did not have the heart to throw Shiva away. So what he did, he moved Shiva, merely he moved into one corner. He didn't throw. Telling him, see, I waited all this while patiently. All this is your fault. That's why I had to get some other deity. The next morning, he lit incense, that incense stick as usual, and placed it before the altar. This time in front of the idol of Vishnu. But he found himself irritated. To his irritation, he found that the incense smoke was drifting towards the corner where he had cast out Shiva. He moved Shiva to one corner, right? So he's irritated that this incense stick smoke is drifting towards that corner. Then he started crying out, you don't need this incense. And he covered the nose of the idol to prevent him from smelling the incense. He covered which idol? Shiva's idol, which he put it in a corner. Understand? The next moment, he felt Shiva standing in front of him, smiling. Really Shiva appearing. The devotee was overcome with deep guilt and overwhelming emotion. Lord, he cried, All these years I prayed to you without fail, and you never appeared to me. Today, when I cast you out and covered your nose, you gave me darshan. Why? He will ask. Shiva says, Array, pitchy fellow, it is only today that I became real to you. When you covered my nose, you thought I'm breathing. You thought I'm real. That's why you covered my nose. That means I really became real to you. That's why I came to you now. As long as you were praying to me, you never thought I'm here. I was breathing. Only today you thought I'm really breathing and I'm here. That's why you covered my nose. That is why I came to you now. Hmm? These devotee stories are so cute, I tell you. You know how these devotees connect with Master. Such romance, I tell you. Hmm? That sweetness. Even scolding the God with love. Understand? This is so cute. The devotees, what all they do. He's covering the nose, deity's nose. Huh? Like a child. See that? Very nice. Please understand, as his friend, Sri Krishna was the reality to Arjuna. Understand? As long as Krishna was his friend, actually, Krishna was real to Arjuna. Because why? Arjuna took all liberties by calling him by names, by making fun of him and everything. He took liberties with his friend because he was so real to him. But now his updated intelligence of Krishna's cosmic form shook him up so badly that he was now consumed by guilt. It was because of the intense devotion that Arjuna had for Sri Krishna that Sri Krishna gave him the invaluable gift of his divine form. Had Krishna not considered him worthy, Arjuna would not have seen his cosmic form, isn't it? Krishna felt Arjuna was worthy, otherwise, Arjuna cannot see Krishna's cosmic form. All our life, guilt rules us from our past. Whatever we do with the intelligence available to us at that point in time. So, in that point in time, that's correct. With updated intelligence, what we do, this is correct. After our intelligence gets updated, that does not mean what we did at that time is wrong. At that point of time, that with that intelligence, we did that. Often, what we did before seems wrong to us and we feel guilty. We start doubting ourselves and doubting others. There is no greater sin than carrying such guilt and self doubt. What we did was not sinful. To carry the guilt with us is sinful. At that point of time, with that intelligence, what we did is not sinful, but we carrying the guilt about it, that is sinful. When we complete with the guilt pattern, we drop the guilt and self-doubt with the power of completion. A deep imprint is made within ourselves, which is far more powerful than carrying the guilt and doubt. Please understand. Arjuna is demonstrating to the rest of us the power of completion with the Master, the ultimate relationship. In this case, his incompletion is the guilt that seems to arise from the deepest of love. Please listen. One of the important complications you carry in your life is doubt about yourself and doubt about your master. You will project that self-doubt on your master. Please listen. Complete with that self-doubt. Only then you will have complete relation with the master. Many times, understand guys, whatever you ask for a boon, it may not happen. There is something, we don't know why it did not happen. Then what will happen the moment we see our master or whatever? We don't feel like, we are very incomplete, very unhappy. But if you are really in love, you may play this mind game of being angry, but in your core, you can never get angry. You can never become incomplete with master. The moment you see their smile, array, not even full smile, just 2 teeth. Ayyo Deva, everything melts and you'll melt like, I don't know what. I tell you. Then you will realize, see, he's not even letting me get angry with him, see? We should love so much, huh? I can't even get angry with him. It is such a sweet feeling to have that. Today morning I was sitting in satsang. I just sat very serious today. I'm like, I'm not smiling. Okay. What? See, I'm not smiling at all today. The sitting, initiation started. So Swamiji was like, like this he did. Just 2 teeth only. Hover. I thought, Hare Baba, how can you not fall? How can you not be flat? I'm like, finished. Then I'm like, what? You won't even let me be serious? It is such a sweet conversation you can have with your master inside you. I just couldn't help laughing, smiling. Understand? Arjuna is demonstrating to the rest of us the power of completion with the master, the ultimate relationship. In this case, his incompletion is the guilt that seems to arise from the deepest of love. His guilt is also arising from there. Please listen. One of the important complications we carry in our life is doubt about ourselves and doubt about our master. In one sense, Arjuna does not wish to carry that self-doubt and guilt with Sri Krishna. With integrity and authenticity, he completes with his guilt, his self-doubts, and drops it in front of his friend, Lord, and Master, saying, please forgive me. bowing down. Fear concerns the future. We can never be afraid of the past. It is dead and gone. Guilt and remorse plague us from the past. We need not have done it, or we could have done it differently. Those are called incompletions that we carry in the present. Understand? Hare, I couldn't have done that. Or maybe I would have done it differently. These are what are called as incompletions, which we carry in the present moment. One by one, these negativities are pouring out of Arjuna, and he's getting cleansed and complete in the presence of the master. I tell you, completion with master is enlightenment. What? Enlightenment is a chocolate or what? To just put in our mouth? One day we'll worship master, and master will give one chocolate. No, it's not like that. It's not like that. Completion with master is enlightenment. If you just have completion with the master, nothing else is required. His space will just gush into you. His space will just raise your inner space. Understand? Arjuna is one of the greatest examples of Sakhabhava, friendship relationship between master and disciple. So, how his friendship continued and what else happened, we will discuss next session of Bhagavad Gita on Monday. So, tomorrow we will continue with Sri Guru Gita, and this week we will, on Sunday also we'll have class because we missed day before yesterday a session. How many people, when I'm talking about Kṛṣṇa,
recording stopped,
about this, how many of you are feeling really able to visualize? How many are able to really visualize the scene there and experience? Tell me, put your hands up. I want to see. Wow. Let me see. Come on. I'm seeing. Oh, very good. Okay. Now others, how many of you are feeling awed? Oh, really? Like this? And bliss. Something sweet. How many of you are feeling that? Let me see. Yes, Mariam, Eva, Meenal, Constance. Who else? Oh, Dennis. Nitya Niradhari. Okay. Who else? Let me see. Lalataksha and Yoga Swarupnima. Saroj, Bhavna. Oh my God, many people are. I think Jocelyn also, right? Cool. Why Hyderabadis are not feeling anything? Video is not on, and what is going on? You can give me darshan, my zone people. Okay, great. Even if I ask, I'm not getting darshan. See what to do. There, one person gave darshan. Okay, guys. See you then tomorrow, as usual, with Sri Guru Gita. Okay. So I'll end the class now. Om Vasudeva Sutam Devam कंसचाणूरमर्दनं देवकी परमानन्दं कृष्णं वन्दे जगद्गुरुम्. So, my healing blessings, Gail. Okay, healing blessings. Thank you, Bhavna. Okay, guys, see you tomorrow. Tata, bye bye. You can continue with the unclutched session. Anybody who wants to. Betty Lou, bye bye. Bye.
Nityanandam. Let's start the meditation session with Sadguru Vandanam.